The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of the DHN Media Group. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of the DHN Media Group is hereby prohibited.
The Delaware Blue Hens were victorious 4-2 over Stony Brook last night. Today, they try to sweep the weekend series. We're live at Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. Delaware and Stony Brook. This is Delaware Hockey Night. Hi, everybody, and a most pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. Welcome into Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware for yet another edition of Delaware Hockey Night. The Stony Brook Seawolves, ranked 7th in the American Collegiate Hockey Association Men's Division I table, take on Delaware once again in this Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League matchup. The Hens, after dropping 2 to Stony Brook in October, pulled out a 4-2 victory yesterday. Goals from Colin Emmerich, Chris Mazzella, Harrison Good, and Gavin Hulser propelled the Hens to their 15th home win in 15 games before the Fred Rust crowd. And as such, they improved on the year to 18-10-0. James Witherite flying solo tonight. Bob Thomas away on assignment. And things look pretty much the same tonight for the Hens as they did yesterday. Only one change in the lines, and that is Jake Nema. He's out of action tonight due to illness. He'll be replaced by Dominic Guido, who steps in as the 13th forward. Will Zimmer, who was dressed as the 13th forward yesterday, moves into the fourth line center position. Mike Niski, centering the top combination, had 2 assists, bringing his season assist total to 35 in addition to 9 goals. Chris Mazzella, leading in terms of goals scored this year with 19, will center the second line. And a high-powered defensive pair of Jake DeFerris and Ivan Sidoriak, equally adept in all 3 zones, will handle the starting duties at the blue line. It will be Chris Ponticello between the pipes, now 16-9 on the year. He improved his goals against average from the .344 at which he began the weekend, and his save percentage too has gone up from .911. We are just about set for game time here at Fred Rust Arena. Delaware clad in their home whites will travel left to right in the first period as they always do. Stony Brook in head-to-toe red will travel from right to left here in the first period of play. Stony Brook right now 14-8 as mentioned. Lost their last 2. They were defeated by Liberty at home on January 26, 7-2 before yesterday's 4-2 defeat. Nick Belger and Joe Slevin, the goal scorers in last night's contest. And back in the lineup tonight, for the Seawolves, Michael Conlon, 8 goals and 8 assists on the season. And 3 of those 8 goals came over this Delaware side in their October series. Hens moving left to right as mentioned. Backstop by Chris Ponticello. Here come the Seawolves now. Head to toe red. It was Sean Keating in net for the 4-2 loss last night. He dropped to 4-2 on the season. After giving up 4 goals on 40 shots faced. Just about set to go here in the first 8. Let's head across this international size sheet of ice to longtime Delaware public address announcer Bill Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time! University of Delaware, Division I Blue Hands Hockey Superhero Line. Welcome to the Fred West Ice Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware, where this evening the Stony Brook University Seawolves take on your University of Delaware Fighting Blue Hens. First, let's introduce the starting lineup for the Seawolves. Starting at left defense, number 5, Kyle Yu. Starting at right defense, number 17, Rob DeStefano. Starting at left wing, number 91, Dustin Ronaldo. Starting at center, number 18, Ian Keller. Starting at right wing, number 15, Nick Belger. And starting in goal, number 29, Sean Keating. The Seawolves are led by Chris Garofalo. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on our feet as we introduce the starting lineup for your University of Delaware Fighting Blue Hens. Starting at left defense, a senior from Orangetown, New Jersey, number 19, Jake Delaware. Starting at right defense, a freshman from Wilmington, Delaware, number 20, Ivan Samoya. Starting at left wing, a senior from Wilmington, Delaware, number 12, Colin Emmerich. Starting at center, a senior from Monroe, New York, number 13, Chris Ozana. Starting at right wing, a senior from Suffolk, New York, number 21, Michael Randy. And starting in goal, senior from Center Bridges, New York, number 1, Chris Ponticello. Delaware was led by head coach John Middlemeyer. The assistant coaches are Jason Page and Dan Schwilla. The referees are Gary Musser and Sean Philipper. The linesmen are Mike Ian and Lucas Corso. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise and men remove their hats for the singing of the national anthem. Tonight's anthem will be sung by our play-by-play announcer, James Witherwright.
Oh, say can you see my daughter light? What's so proudly hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes
to go here in the first state. Delaware moving left to right. Stony Brook moving right to left in the opening period of play. It is alumni weekend here at Fred Rust Arena. Not sure what Bill Williams discussed following the anthem. We weren't made aware of it in advance. But we're ready to roll for a Saturday night of hockey in the first state. Off we go. Opening draw won by Stony Brook. Puck batted forward by Dustin Ronaldo, reaching off his backhand into the near corner. Taken away by Ivan Sidoriak, played up to Mazzella. He shovels it from blue line to blue line, but gives it away to Kyle Hoon. Cross ice past his defensive partner, Robert DiStefano. Thrown in from there, covered up by Chris Ponticello. He'll hang on to the puck to force a stoppage. Just 22 seconds in to the contest. Face-off will come out to his right, or rather to his left. Let's move to the far dot. Mike Egan and Lucas Urso. Handling the line duties tonight, Darren Musser and Sean Philippart are the referees this evening. Hoon pressed back to his own blue line, gives it away across the neutral zone to DeFerris. Shoveled ahead by Sidoriak off the near boards, but beyond the reach of Colin Emmerich, whose line, comprised of Chris Mazzella and Skip Redgate as well, got the starting duties on the night. Fresh legs on for both sides, 44 seconds into the game, with a puck out of play off a Stony Brook stick in the neutral zone. Yielding a face-off just above the Seawolves line. Patterson fed the puck from Niski, chases it to the far wall, dumps it in behind the Stony Brook goal, where Dominic Molfetto leaves it for David Van de Zilver. Advance to Peck up the near side, cross-ice pass in the neutral zone, sails past Slevin, and Patterson from the Delaware blue line sticks it back the other way. Niski circles behind the cage, works the perimeter of the zone, flips it back to the left point, and Mikey Patterson. He rings it off the backboards, chased down by Niski across to Pierkowski. Niski trying to feed it to Pierkowski, but it was taken away from him. Peck with a headman pass to Kevin Murphy up the near side. Overshot his man. Jack Zimmer and Murphy tied up in the near corner. Zimmer lowered the shoulder and was able to take the puck away. Brian Ostrander clears it out of the Delaware zone ahead to Niski, who will carry it in over the Stony Brook blue line. Enough time for some fresh legs on behind him. Niski's stick handle just inside the Stony Brook stripe. Enough time for the docking Jenny Jandoli line to come out, and a pair of fresh deep partners as well in Harrison Good and Tommy Cascone. Good took aim from the right point, but his shot was blocked down to the far corner. Devin Jenny controls the rebound behind. He's bodied off the puck by Brendan Pepe, and Molfetto works it free to Damiano and up the middle to Devin Pepe, but he gets stonewalled at the Delaware blue line. There's the first shot on goal of the game. It came from Greg Jandoli. A quick release from just above the right circle, sticked away by Keating. Follow-up chance, Jenny on the doorstep. Poked away by the outstretched left leg of Keating to the near corner, and recovered by Stony Brook's Michael Conlon, out of the lineup yesterday, but he had 3 goals in the opening series between these two teams in Long Island in October. Here's Harrison Good steamrolling back the other direction. While he's angled to the near half wall by Brendan Pepe, he still manages to get a shot off from the half wall. Sticked away by Keating. Follow-up chance, and Hulser crossing net front. Fired the puck up into the netting over the near corner boards here at Fred Rust Arena. And with 17:11 to go in the first period of a scoreless game, the Hens will at least get an attacking zone face-off out of the matter. Tied up over the far dot, Felice flips it back to DeFerris. He circles behind the cage, sets up Hulser at the bottom of the right circle, but he fanned on the one-timer. DeFerris gets it back from DePalma, but was pressed back to center to do so. Kevin Felice, challenged by McDermott, sent the puck sky high. It came down at the Stony Brook blue line. Matthew McDermott, the sixth defenseman on the Stony Brook lineup tonight. And we've got ourselves another stoppage, 3 minutes and 18 seconds into the game. Face-off marked by linesman Mike Egan just above the Stony Brook blue line. Will Zimmer, flanked by Felice and Hulser, will take the draw. Looked like an equipment break. It was Kyle DePalma who had to retie his skate. Now he does so. He comes in flanked by O'Brien and Bohm. In the following face-off, Bohm's going to step up and take the draw, but it was won by Will Zimmer. Hulser tries to bat the puck in over the Stony Brook blue line right in front of the Seawolves bench, but it comes right back to him. Fired in by McDermott from just above the Delaware stripe. Chased down, DeFerris able to get to it directly below the goal. His D partner Sidoriak fires it ahead to Gavin Hulser. Tipped beyond the red line. And ultimately Hulser can't win the foot race to the puck in the Stony Brook end, so this comes back an icing with 3 minutes and 44 seconds elapsed in the first period. Will Zimmer wins the D-zone draw on the near dot, but quickly it's taken away by Belger. Stripped from him just the same in the far corner by DeFerris, working hard to try to press Belger out of the zone. He did force the giveaway though, and Sidoriak lofts the puck from his own blue line across neutral territory. Matthew McDermott slams it back the other way, connects with Ronaldo. Hard shot came from just above the left face-off dot, and that's caught and held onto by Chris Ponticello, recording the first Delaware save on the first Stony Brook shot on goal, just 4 minutes and 10 seconds into the contest. Face-off comes out to Ponticello's right. It's tied up over the dot as Mazzella and Keller tried to box each other out. Mazzella carries the puck beyond center red near side, flips it into the near corner. Chased down by Skip Redgate. Left to Jack Zimmer at the point. He steps up. Redgate, bottom of the right circle, trying to redirect it in toward the Stony Brook net. He ultimately missed his line, and Sean Keating froze the puck to force the stoppage. So we're 4.5 minutes in to this scoreless game. Mazzella back to Emmerich, top of the right circle. Puck is loose in front. A scrum surrounds it, and it's batted clear by Stony Brook's Molfetto. On to Ronaldo. On further up the middle comes Nick Belger. He's angled outside the near dot by Jack Zimmer, who maintains the resistance. Meanwhile, Belger from below the goal was able to set up a wrist shot from the right half wall off the stick of Ian Keller, and it too is caught by Chris Ponticello, bringing us a break in the action with 15:11 to go in the first period of a 0-0 game. Hens played a really strong last 40 minutes last night. A scoreless second, and then they won the third outright 2-1. Good effort from all sides, good back check from the forwards especially. Murphy across the blue line, flips the puck over to Brendan Pepe. Shot from the opposite point, kicked away by Ponticello. DiStefano holds it in, back to Brendan Pepe. His shot from well atop the right circle ends up in the protective netting and out of play behind Chris Ponticello. Another stoppage. We're just beyond the 5-minute mark of this first scoreless period. Face-off's going to come to Ponticello's left. Mike Niski and Slevin over the dot. Face-off won by Delaware. Brian Ostrander chips it ahead to Niski. Here he comes. Mike Niski, no! He's denied on the welcome mat on a very short breakaway by Sean Keating. Extending the waffle pad to tip the puck in behind, and DiStefano throws the puck into the rafters before being able to clear his own zone at the 5.5-minute mark of the period. So Hens will stay on the attack here. Niski throws the puck into a congested slot off the near circle faceoff, and Charles Peck works it free to Slevin up the near wall. Slevin shot top of the circle, poked away to the far corner by Ponticello. Peck there, bodied into the corner boards by Niski. Puck is batted free, now knocked loose by Pierkowski. Here's a 2-on-2. He tried to center to Brian Ostrander, but McDermott stayed right with him. McDermott below the Stony Brook goal. Plays the carom shot over to the far side, and Kevin Murphy. Murphy flips the puck about belt high along the boards in the neutral zone, but it comes down on the stick of Sidoriak the other side. Cascone works it ahead. McDermott, in trying to volley the puck back, was bothered by Guido. Hoon recovers for Stony Brook, gives it away to DeFerris in neutral ice. DeFerris marches his way into the Stony Brook end. Guido pursues the puck, bats it away from the reach of McDermott. Hoon plays the body on Guido in the far corner. Puck remains loose, corralled, and now lofted into the atmosphere by Michael Conlon. It lands at the Delaware blue line and then some. Sidoriak slams it off the near boards, batted back the other way by Molfetto. The volley returned, puck recovered deep in Delaware's end by Jake DeFerris. We're at the 7-minute mark of this first period. There is no score between Stony Brook and Delaware. Kevin Felice picked up a loose puck at his blue line, tried to dipsy-doodle his way past Molfetto, but got tied up at the near dot. Zone cleared. No, it isn't. The backhand of Devin Pepe to try to ricochet the puck off the near glass and out of the Stony Brook end was just a little bit too high, rang off the protective netting, keeping the Fred Rust Arena crowd safe from vulcanized rubber and lumber or whatever sticks are made of now. And as such, play resumes in the Stony Brook zone. Will Zimmer got tied up over the near dot. Hulser looming in, unable to work forward with the puck. Ran into a sea of red sweaters in that Stony Brook slot. Here's Kevin Felice working the near corner. Up high to Zimmer. Cross ice feed, nobody home. Thrown by Patterson. In down low again. Back it comes to Jack Zimmer. Shot from the top of the right circle was wide of the near post. Rebound contested hotly in the far corner. Will Zimmer scraps for it. Connects with Felice just inside the left dot, but he couldn't generate a shot lane. Up high, Patterson, one-timer. Blocked down right on the doorstep by Molfetto. Bohm looking for somewhere to go. Hulser offering heavy forechecking pressure, and so too will Zimmer. Patterson reached to try to protect the zone, but that 6'5" blue liner from White Plains, New York, just missed by a couple inches, and play ends up trickling all the way down to the Delaware end of the rink. Puck out of play as Patterson tried to clear. And ultimately, the Hens will be pinned in their end for the ensuing face-off. 8 minutes and 15 seconds into the first frame. There is no score. Mazzella's waved out of the circle. Emmerich will replace him across from Ian Keller. Keller wins the draw. Ronaldo, quick shot, flashing the leather. Ponticello with a stellar glove save keeps this a scoreless game. 5 Stony Brook shots, 5 Ponticello saves. Ronaldo again with it after Keller wins yet another draw. And there's the first goal of the night. Ian Keller gets the centering pass, lets one rip from the high slot. And it is 1-0 Seawolves. Off the face-off win. The centering pass led to that 25-foot wrist shot from the high slot. Went over the glove of Ponticello and in for Ian Keller. That was his 3rd goal on the season. And for Stony Brook, they're up 1-0. Hens storm back into attacking position. Mazzella trying to set up DeFerris. high in the zone. Puck sails up ice where Ponticello steadies. And Sidoriak leaves it for Redgate. Tipped in from center along the near boards. Mazzella offering forechecking pressure. Stole it from Di Stefano but gave it away. This is Kevin Murphy back the other direction for Stony Brook. He chases the puck up ice. Is bodied behind the Delaware goal by Sidoriak. Sidoriak reaches for the puck, bats it out of the reach of Murphy at the far corner. It rolls up to the half wall where Jenny tries to muscle it free, can't do so. Quick shot came from the bottom of the right circle, I should say, and Charles Peck. But that ends up too in the glove of Chris Ponticello, who hangs on for the stoppage with 10.5 minutes to go here in the first period of play. And Delaware down 1-0 to the Seawolves of Stony Brook. Hens are able to bat the puck as far as center red off the D-zone draw. Hoon left it for Peck after retreating inside the Stony Brook blue line. Hoon bodied off the puck by Pierkowski, who's able to regain it for Delaware. Ostrander absorbs a punishing hit from Hoon at the near boards. Puck knocked loose again. Niski works with it in the near corner. Cycled to Ostrander. Back to Niski below the cage. Pierkowski looming net front. Really couldn't get good position on the puck. Held in, Ostrander, shot net front. No, Niski couldn't connect. Gets his own rebound. Flips it back to Jack Zimmer, just holding the right point. Cross ice feed to Patterson. Thrown up into the netting behind. And Niski and Charles Peck having a few words after the whistle, maybe making post-game dinner plans or some such. Linesman Mike Egan and Lucas Urso intervene. We're just beyond halfway here in the first period of a 1-0 game. Stony Brook with the lead, and Damiano blocking a pass from Patterson. Shot came from Damiano at the left dot, stopped by Ponticello. And another Seawolf knocked the Delaware net off its moorings after the save was made. So play was dead, so the face-off's going to stay inside. Had the stoppage occurred as a result of the net being knocked off, then the face-off would have gone into the neutral zone. This will be an icing against Delaware with 9:26 to go in the first period. Jandoli couldn't win the race to the puck after Docking flipped it, or rather after, I think it was Cascone, flipped it up the far boards. Hens win the D-zone draw. Harrison Good reaching for the puck in the near corner, is able to work it free. Batted by Guido beyond the reach of Molfetto. Into the neutral zone ahead to Jandoli. 3-on-3 rush for Delaware. Ethan Docking with a backhand attempt from 15 feet. Missed the far post. Guido maintains the rebound. Leaves it to Good, left point. His shot was blocked by Devin Pepe. Rebound controlled by Conlon. Conlon stretches it out to Damiano, who carries in over the Delaware blue line, but he's taken down by Good. And the whistle of Darren Musser sounds with 8 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the first period. Guido is off for a slash. At the 11:10 mark of this opening period, and the Hens are able to clear off the D-zone draw to start their first penalty kill of the night. Kevin Felice shoved into the near corner boards by Hoon after working into the attacking zone. Now the Seawolves are able to reset. Felice, Emmerich, Sidoriak to Ferris are the four Delaware penalty killers. Here's Dustin Ronaldo in up the left side for Stony Brook back on the offensive. Left back now to Belger. Belger looks slapper outside edge of the left circle, flipped it back to Hoon. Cross ice feed now to Van de Silver. He shoots, but his shot is blocked down, and the puck subsequently cleared by the Delaware Blue Hens. Kyle Hoon from his own goal line. Headmans the puck to Belger. Stretch pass connects with him at the blue line. Walked in now by Ronaldo. Belger stops at the left point. He's kept high by Jack Zimmer. Still he gets a shot off. Keller trying to put away the rebound on the doorstep, but Ponticello denied him the pleasure of a 2-0 game rather. It comes back to Belger from Keller. Belger faked the slap shot at the top of the left circle. Puck sticked away by Jack Zimmer. Up high it went to Slevin. Now across to Van de Silver in the far corner. Slevin again center point. Good movement at the top of the zone. Belger takes aim, a hard wrist shot from the top of the left circle. Batted to the far corner by Ponticello. 20 seconds left on the Guido Minor. Belger's been on for the whole power play so far, so has Slevin. Van de Silver's off, taking his place is Brendan Pepe. Belger tied up behind the cage by Jack Zimmer, brings it out into the high slot again. His shot was blocked by Docking. Final chance on the power play has disintegrated before our eyes, and Pepe kept the attacking momentum going with a hard shot from the left point, but it's gloved down by Chris Ponticello, and he hangs on for the stoppage with 6:37 to go in a first period that's just been dominated so far by Stony Brook. 13 shots on goal thus far to Delaware's 5. Puck tied up between Mazzella and Slevin over the near dot. Slevin shot, blocked down, extending his arm up. Chris Ponticello makes the save. Cascone recovers for the Hens, but remains pinned in the Delaware zone. Shoveled out now by Emmerich ahead to Mazzella, setting up a 2-on-2. Mazzella, hard shot, batted down by Keating. Redgate couldn't finish on the rebound. Just couldn't get stick on puck in the slot. Peck the other way. Drop pass to Murphy at the top of the near circle. Fails to materialize. And Mazzella has headman the puck from Cascone. Play whistle to a halt with 5:59 remaining in the first period. Stony Brook up 1-0. Looked like an equipment issue for Stony Brook goalie Sean Keating. His mask had come loose during play, and with no imminent scoring chance in progress, that stoppage is granted, but the price that Stony Brook pays for it. A defensive zone face-off. And no right to a change. Darren Musser making sure the same 5 stay on. This draw comes from the near dot. Fired by Good from the point. In behind, back out come the Seawolves. But their entries ruled offside. Face-off will take place above the Delaware blue line right in front of their bench, with 5 minutes and 42 seconds to go. Here in the first period, the game 1-0, advantage Stony Brook. Pierkowski fires it off the near boards into the path of Brian Ostrander. He's double teamed in the near corner. Puck trapped by Kyle Hoon. Extracted by O'Brien. Flip to the other O'Brien. That's Keith to Thomas. Thrown in close. Batted down. And Pierkowski advances it to Jake DeFerris as the Hens try to set up an attack, but DeFerris Gets a cross check to the front of the sweater by O'Brien, near side. It was Thomas O'Brien who did so. Niski threw one on net. From the left dot, DeFerris could not finish with a net front redirect. DeFerris, though, with the puck. Sidoriak from the right dot. His one-timer missed the far post. Sidoriak gets it back from Ostrander, walks back in up the near wall. The freshman ricochets it off the boards to Niski. DeFerris failed to maintain the point. Niski walks it back in. Slapper from 55 feet. Right into the breadbasket of Keating. Sidoriak and Pepe with words for each other. Darren Musser with the whistle. Devin Pepe is going to head off for a cross check. And the Delaware Blue Hens head to the Colonial Motors power play with 4.5 minutes to go here in period number 1. This draw will come to Keating's right. It was won by Niski. Ivan Sidoriak works the top of the zone, crosses to the near corner. Emmerich's net front, Niski's below the goal in the corner far side. Mazzella's up high with DeFerris. Sidoriak. Near corner again, Mazzella's shot, it's loose in front after Keating makes the save. Batted up into the netting behind the cage off the stick of Mazzella. Trying to work it to Niski. And this one's going to stay inside with 4:03 to go in the opening period. New puck retrieved by Lucas Urso. Egan conducts the face-off at the far dot. It's left to Ivan Sidoriak. At the point, dodging a check far side from Conlon. Sidoriak fails to maintain the point. Puck squeezes out past him. Ivan Sidoriak chases it down. Conlon again levels a punishing hit on the freshman defenseman below the Delaware goal. Muscled forward by DeFerris. Caught by Keating. 50 seconds have gone by on the penalty. And this face-off will take place to Keating's right. Sidoriak to Mazzella at the far half wall, back behind Niski. It comes back to Sidoriak, shot covered up by Keating, puck is loose. Keating with a couple key saves as the Stony Brook fans in attendance voice their appreciation for their netminders' heroics. Another draw at the far dot, controlled by Stony Brook. This puck muscled through by Belger. Delayed penalty coming up on Delaware as Keating makes his way to the bench. A stick save by Ponicello directs the puck to the far corner. That's enough to establish possession and control. And Sidoriak is ruled guilty of a hook by Sean Philippart. So the power play is over after 77 seconds. Middlemeyer none too pleased with the assessment. And we're 4-on-4 for the next 36. One-timer from Slevin at the top of the right circle. Ends up in the near corner. Gavin Hulser's got space to work free. To Kevin Felice it goes. Felice up the right side. Bodied to the near boards by Brendan Pepe. Felice stick handles his way down low. Pepe sticks right with him. Molfetto sweeps in, nearly takes the puck away. Hulser offers aid, shoots, but Keating has the last word again. That was Keating's 12th save, his 12th save indeed on the night in 12 shots faced. Even strength 4-on-4 for the next 12 seconds. Ethan Docking is in for the ensuing face-off for Delaware across from Keller. Docking unable to maintain the puck he reached for, but Ronaldo took it away from him midway through the Stony Brook zone. David Van de Zilver will be the one to carry it on through. Up the middle, he crosses to the far wall on his way back into the Delaware end. And now the Seawolves have themselves a power play for the next minute and a few ticks. Hoon to Ronaldo. Cross ice feed to Van de Zilver. Back high, Hoon barely protects the zone. Across to Belger, working the left circle. Cross slot feed, bounces off the backboards. Van de Zilver plays it off the ricochet. Keller behind the cage to Belger. Working the top of the left circle again, kept high by that strong wingspan of Jack Zimmer. Belger's shot from the top of the left circle rang off the end boards. Belger gets it again in low to Ian Keller. Back to Belger, looked slapper, but a congested slot stood between him and the Delaware net. Belger stick handles to try to generate some space and draw the blue hen iron diamond out of position. Van de Zilver far half wall, challenged by Jenny. Puck is loose along the far boards. Jenny's unable to shovel it free. Patterson gets knocked down in a battle for the puck. 8 seconds to go on the Sidoriak hook. This is Belger again, working the outside of the left circle. Cross ice pass to the fresh legs of Brendan Pepe. Can't jam one in on the doorstep. Pepe gets his own rebound, but threw it high and wide. We're down to the final minute of the first period. Shot from Belger in the mid-slot was blocked by Zimmer over to the far wall. Inside that last minute now, as Ethan Docking recovers the puck amid a scrum just below the foot of the Delaware bench. It is iced by the Hens with 45 seconds remaining in this opening period of play. For whatever reason, our clock graphic does not want to reflect the proper time. Try to get that taken care of, but we'll tell you right now, 25 seconds to go in the first period. Ignore the clock as you see it. Pepe to the far corner, tied up by Ostrander. Puck is knocked loose in the Stony Brook zone. Lofted up the middle by Conlon, blocked down by Good at his own blue line. Final 3 seconds. Niski, final shot. No! That does it for the first period as Keating makes the save. Through 20 minutes of hockey, it's Stony Brook 1, Delaware 0. We're off to the intermission. We're going to take a break on Delaware Hockey Night, and it's all brought to you by the DHN Media Group.
A strong first impression is crucial in today's fast-paced world. With decades of experience in print, digital, and broadcast media, the DHN Media Group is uniquely equipped to make your brand's first impression a memorable one. To learn about writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media consultation, multimedia production, and more, visit www.dhnmediagroup.com.
Colonial Motors, a fixture in the automotive industry in Delaware for over 25 years, is here to help you find your next vehicle with solutions to fit every purpose and budget. Hassle-free financing, competitive trade-ins, and a full-service department make Colonial Motors the premier option for your next pre-owned car. Visit one of 3 convenient locations in central Delaware, Townsend, Smyrna, and Camden, or browse their vast inventory online at colonialmotorsinc.com. Colonial Motors, a fixture in the automotive industry in Delaware for over 25 years, is here to help you find your next vehicle with solutions to fit every purpose and budget. Hassle-free financing, competitive trade-ins, and a full-service department make Colonial Motors the premier option for your next pre-owned car. Visit one of 3 convenient locations in central Delaware, Townsend, Smyrna, and Camden, or browse their vast inventory online at colonialmotorsinc.com.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. 20 minutes in the books. in the second half of the weekend series between Stony Brook and Delaware. And the Seawolves have established a 1-0 lead through that first period of play. James Witherite flying solo tonight. Bob Thomas is out on assignment. Shots in that first period, Stony Brook with 16 to Delaware's 13. Lone goal of the game came from Ian Keller, fielding a centering pass right off a face-off win to put one away from 25 feet at the 8:23 mark of that opening frame, as Matt Schoenfeld gives you a look inside Fred Rust Arena tonight. We're grateful for the help of Matt Schoenfeld through the course of the season, serving as one of our capable videographers this year. Nick Zafiri, Joe Sindoni, also key components of the DHN team as we've expanded into video for 2019-2020. And the second period has begun with the Seawolves moving the puck in their own zone. Will Zimmer stole it from McDermott at the near point as McDermott trying to move out of the Stony Brook end from left to right. Mikey Patterson with a bomb from the left point right into the glove of Keating. Gives us the first stoppage of the second period, 17 seconds in. Face-off will come to the right of Keating. Will Zimmer in to take the draw. The fourth line trying to generate some magic to get this second period going. The flip side of it, mismatches galore coming up on the next 2-3 shifts. So the Hens will try to capitalize on the personnel mismatches. Patterson again from the left point. His slapper sailed over the crossbar. Puck brought down behind the cage by Felice, taken away from him by Kyle Hoon, but he gets tied up by Hulser at the near half wall. Felice scrapping for it, gives it away. Hoon shovels it along the near boards to Ronaldo. He and Belger come in together. Hulser tied up Ronaldo enough, but the puck was left loose, and Keller looking for his second of the night. Shot from the outside of the right circle. Ponticello got a piece of it. The other direction, Gavin Hulser goes careening into the net. He takes down Keating, but he was pushed in by David Van de Zilver. The net's off. Play has stopped. Keating, the Michigander, a little bit slow to get on his feet. The net will be reset by Messrs. Egan and Urso. And it looks like all parties are none the worse for wear. Here's 70 seconds into the second period. Had some operational issues late in the first period that we do apologize for, both from an in-arena standpoint and also from a tech standpoint here on DHN. So with a skeleton crew, sometimes addressing them can be a little bit of a challenge while keeping everything else going at a somewhat consistent rate. So we're thankful for your patience and your understanding on all that. And it looks like all systems are go here in the second minute of the second period. Harrison Good had a shot from the right point for Delaware, which was ultimately batted away. And Stony Brook's being able to set up in the Delaware zone after the fact. Niski takes the puck away. Here's a 2-on-1 for Delaware. Mike Niski across to Pierkowski. Tic-tac-toe. He tried to play it back in the slot to Good, who was checked off his feet again in the high slot. Puck rolls to the near corner of the Stony Brook end. Shoveled out by Kevin Murphy ahead to Slevin. There's a 2-on-2 for the Wolves. Slevin to Peck. Back to Slevin it comes. Backhander from the low edge of the left circle. Caught and held onto by Chris Ponticello. And that will give us a break in the action just beyond the 2-minute mark of the second period. Mary Peck approves of the anthem here in Delaware. Our gratitude for your kind words, Mary, and also for tuning in this weekend. Appreciate having you on board as part of the DHN viewership for this weekend series. Delaware guilty of an icing as the puck sailed from deep in the Blue Hen zone, just beyond the far post of the net man by Sean Keating. He let it go, and Jandoli, right in front of the scorer's table, had a few words with, I believe it was Devin Pepe. The linesman and Musser will carry on their discussion. Meanwhile, Jandoli and Conlon continue to jaw. Damiano moves Conlon away from Jandoli. Egan's got to watch the players at that point, guys. So off the icing, we're back in the Delaware zone, and Jake DeFerris recovers the puck for the Hens. Played out up the near wall to Jenny. He gets as far as center. Floats it in from there. Batted down by Keating to the near corner. Chased down by Docking. He sets up Sidoriak with a cannon from center point. Caught by Keating. And the extracurricular activities continue at the top of the Stony Brook crease. So it's starting to boil over at least a little bit. But the Quartet and Stripes doing pretty well to keep a lid on things. Here we're still very early in the second period. Play resumes. Emmerich walks it in off the draw. He's hauled into the backboards by Hoon. Delayed penalty coming up. It will be against Stony Brook. Extra attacker on as Skip Redgate's pressed into neutral territory by Bohm. Niski behind his own goal. Flips the puck to Jake DeFerris, trying to generate an odd man rush. Stretch pass, hits Mazzella. Thrown in toward Niski, cutting in toward the crease. Couldn't play the puck cleanly. Niski again gets pummeled at the point. Bohm reaches for the puck, can't take it away from Mazzella. Redgate across now to Jakey DeFerris. Skip Redgate one-timer, caught and held on to by Keating, and that will bring on the second iteration of the Colonial Motors power play for the Delaware Blue Hens tonight. McDermott's going off for a hook. This at 3:28 in the second period. Face-off will be to the left of Sean Keating. First power play unit on for Delaware. DeFerris and Sidoriak at the blue line. Emmerich, Niski, Mazzella. Puck cleared into the Delaware bench by Van de Zilver right off the draw. Nearly caught Mikey Patterson. So 3 seconds come off the clock. Second face-off. Puck is tied up a little bit longer. Niski cannot leave it to Sidoriak. Here's Ronaldo on a near breakaway. DeFerris caught up with him and blocked down his chance from 15 feet outside the Delaware net. Sidoriak picks up the loose puck. It's walked forward by DeFerris, thrown ahead up the near wall. Chased down by Mazzella to the corner, but he's double teamed there. Puck taken away from him ultimately by Ian Keller. And from deep in the Stony Brook end, he risks it clear. Corralled by DeFerris in behind his own net. 40 seconds have gone by on the Matthew McDermott hooking penalty. Sidoriak faces bodily resistance just shy of the Stony Brook blue line, dumps the puck in, tried to chase it down, but Brendan Pepe was able to clear it again off the carom shot. So a strong kill so far from the Seawolves. Delaware scoreless yet, 24 and a half minutes into this game. Back in come the Blue Hens. Sidoriak, cross ice flip, bounces off the toe of DeFerris' stick into his own bench. And this face-off to come will be above the Stony Brook blue line after the puck was knocked out of play. In the attacking zone for Delaware, but off a Blue Hen stick. Second wave is on. Jack Zimmer backhands it ahead to Skip Redgate along the near wall. Puck rolls from above the Stony Brook blue line to the far corner where Docking tries to chase it down. 2-on-2 scrum develops in the far corner boards. It's lofted out of harm's way by Dominic Molfetto of Stony Brook. Ponticello steadies. Gavin Hulser back to recover behind the Delaware goal. We're 5 minutes into the second period. Delaware trying to get one back here on this Colonial Motors power play. Brought back in by Michael Conlon. Shot from the right dot. Kicked away by Ponticello. Thrown in from the opposite side by Molfetto. It rang off the glass. Picked up, no, not by Zimmer. Held in by Conlon high in the Delaware end. Conlon stick handles to the end of the penalty kill. Shot from Molfetto was blocked down by Ponticello, and back come the Hens the other direction. Hulser's cross ice feed misses Jenny just inside the Stony Brook blue line far side. Puck rolls back behind the Seawolves goal where Hoon corrals it. It's advanced up the middle by Molfetto off the stick of Slevin. Niski picks it clean over the logo. Mike Niski on the run. Peck with forechecking pressure, nearly forced to give away. Niski stole it right back. He manufactures a breakaway, tries to jam it in the 5-hole, but covering up Sean Keating makes a big save to keep Delaware scoreless. Wow. Sean Keating flips the puck to Lucas Urso after making a tremendous save. Probably Delaware's best chance so far tonight. Yesterday, the Blue Hens made the most of their chances and they generated odd man rushes pretty consistently throughout. Not the case this evening. Cascone was pressed back deep into the Delaware end. He left the puck for Niski. Good tries to work it up the near boards. Now he does, but he had to loft it as far as center before Peck gloved it down along the near dashers right at that center stripe. Given back to Good. Thrown by Cascone up the far side just over the Stony Brook blue line. Pierkowski plays the body on Peck to separate him from the puck, but still Stony Brook maintains it. DiStefano floats it ahead to Slevin, chipped in behind the Delaware goal. Out the far side it comes, backhanded by Kevin Felice from blue line to blue line and then some. And DiStefano recovers for the red-clad Seawolves once again. Slevin back in up the middle. Shot tipped away by Ponticello. Follow-up chance from Murphy. Rang off the back glass. Never had a chance as soon as it left Murphy's stick. Here's Will Zimmer in a one-on-one the other way. He's angled to the far corner by Brendan Pepe, ultimately stripped of the puck. Pepe kept it for Stony Brook. It's knocked loose again at the top of the left circle. Will Zimmer bodied down by DiStefano. Lost control of the biscuit. Maintaining the zone for Delaware, Harrison Good at the near point was ultimately overpowered by Murphy. 2-on-2 disintegrates as the centering pass to Peck was knocked down by Jake DeFerris. Too many men on the ice. Whistled against Stony Brook, or so it appears. Chris Garofalo's unmistakable New York accent has echoed through Fred Rust Arena after the accusation of a sloppy line change. Musser and Philippart are discussing the matter further. Now Chris Mazzella getting the explanation from Darren Musser at center. Chris Ponticello waiting idly by. Mazzella getting the story, so too Todd Mittelmeyer, Sean Philippart serving as the messenger to both coaching staffs. Now Philippart talking to Stony Brook associate head coach Colin Brumstead. Plays ruled able to go on. Ultimately, no violation from Stony Brook. The sixth player was not substantially in the play. Puck was thrown into his feet, is the best we can surmise, so on we go. Centering pass from Mazzella to Redgate. Never made it to the top of the crease. Mazzella wanted a call as Van de Zilver bodied Redgate down before the puck got there. So we're back in the Delaware zone now, nearing the 8.5-minute mark of the second period. Stony Brook with a 1-0 lead. Physical play along the far boards, and Skip Redgate's able to extract the puck, at least move it as far as neutral ice. Mazzella carries it in to the attacking zone. Drop pass to Emmerich at the left half wall. Emmerich tries to negotiate the net, or the below the goal area rather. But Ronaldo presses the Hens back to their own line. Sidoriak from center rifles it in. Puck rolls to the near corner. Poked ahead up the near boards by Molfetto. Advanced to Belger. Here's a 3-on-3. Belger floats one in close. Van de Zilver with the tip. It's 2-0 Stony Brook. Nick Belger from the right half wall. Centers the puck. And David Van de Zilver gets the net front tip past Ponticello at the 9:27 mark of the second period to make it 2-0 Stony Brook. For Van de Zilver, that's his second goal of the season. He and Ian Keller have been the two to beat Ponticello so far tonight on 21 total shots from the Seawolves. Hens are looking to counter. 2-on-2 scrum in the near corner of the Stony Brook zone. Jenny couldn't move the puck free. Patterson barely protects the zone under pressure from Bohm. Bohm took it away. Docking drilled him into the near wall. Guido recovers at the other end of the ice. Patterson flips it on up the near side. Batted by Jenny further up ice into the Stony Brook end. McDermott bodied off the puck by Guido. Docking tries to muscle free with it. He does. Up the far side, he gets tied up though by Keith O'Brien. Good. Lays out the other O'Brien. Thomas at center. And Philippart's going to get him for interference. So just beyond halfway through the game. Harrison Good is sent off to feel shame for 2 minutes after interfering with Thomas O'Brien at center. Face-off will come to Ponticello's right. Felice was the one to take it across from Slevin. Here's Slevin with the puck. Shot from 25 feet out, rings off the back glass. Held in by Mike Conlon. At the far half wall, he tried to set up Brendan Pepe at the point. But he misjudged the puck and it trails all the way back into the Stony Brook zone. Pepe across to Charles Peck, who muscles through up the left wing boards, kept wide by Emmerich. Forced the giveaway. Sidoriak winds up and clears. The puck is steadied behind by Brendan Pepe. Breakout pass mishandled by Slevin. He's able to chase it down though, and the attack from Stony Brook is on again. 9 minutes to go here in the second period. Brendan Pepe from downtown makes it 3-0 Stony Brook. For Brendan Pepe, that's his 6th of the season. A laser from the right point. On the power play. Extends the Seawolves' lead further. The Hens just deflated after giving up a power play goal. They did well to control the last 40 minutes of yesterday's game, but Stony Brook has come back with an absolute vengeance. Ivan Sidoriak outside edge of the left circle, saw his shot attempt, batted away. It was Slevin with the assist. Power play goal at 11 minutes flat. Here in the second period. And here's the other Pepe, Devon, backing up the near boards for Stony Brook. He's angled into the corner by Sidoriak. Mazzella will stick handle up the near side, back out of the Delaware zone. Play advances, up ice again for the Hens, but Felice failed to cleanly receive the pass the other way. Brought back in by Kyle De Palma. Ronaldo challenged in the near corner by Sidoriak. De Palma offering aid. Recovers the puck. Flips it to Belger, who works up the far side. Cross ice pass DiStefano. Steps up. Shot from the top of the right circle. Batted up in the air by Ponicello. It rolls back behind the Delaware goal, where Ronaldo's double teamed. He feeds it to the corner. Centering pass from Belger. Blocked down by the stick of Jake DeFerris. And Hulser is able to clear. Here's Niski setting up a 3-on-2. First odd man rush for Delaware this period. He's angled by DiStefano to the near corner. Puck is loose in front. Popped up into the air. Mikey Patterson crosses to the far side of the blue line to just protect the zone. Worked down low again by Hulser. Taken away from him by Brendan Pepe. Advanced to Belger. 2-on-2 entry for Stony Brook. Belger faked a slapper at the top of the right circle. Hulser ultimately caught up with him. Zimmer could not clear the zone. Pepe got it back. Taken away by Hulser and a one-on-one the other way. Hulser tried to deke on past DiStefano. DiStefano knocked the puck free, lowered the hip well after the fact, and wouldn't you know it, Darren Musser got DiStefano on interference. The puck was nowhere there. And we know how Darren Musser calls a game. We know player tendencies. We have to. We also know official tendencies. It's just good practice to do so. And Darren Musser, when it comes to interference, is an absolute stickler. If the puck is not there and the contact is avoidable, you avoid it or you get rung up. He is super consistent on that. Ivan Sidoriak with a shot from center point into the glove of Keating. He hangs on for the stoppage. Face-off will come out to his left. Batted by Emmerich, off the Mazzella win to DeFerris. Sidoriak, DeFerris again. He turns, wrists it off the far boards to Mike Niski. Niski was pickpocketed by Conlon. And Niski forced to rush back to his own blue line to recover, did so. We're inside the final 6 minutes of the second period. Delaware down 3-0 to Stony Brook. Niski comes barreling in. Backdoor pass. Mazzella with a close range one-timer. Could not beat Keating. This puck is cleared out from a pack at the far half wall by David Van de Zilver. Sidoriak back in his zone recovers. Emmerich walks it in up the near side to Redgate. High to Sidoriak again. Mazzella left point. He walks the blue line. Lines up a shot from center point. It bounces off the backboards, comes back into the crease of Sean Keating, and he covers up for yet another break in the action, now with 5:08 to go in the second period. At the conclusion of the second, we'll stay on these airwaves for a little bit for a special presentation here at Fred Rust Arena to take place at center ice. We encourage you to do the same. Puck out of play off the following face-off will give us another draw in the Stony Brook end to the left of Keating. Keller and Docking over the dot. Docking won the draw. Redgate to Docking in the corner. Up high it goes to Jack Zimmer. Cross ice feed fanned on by Hulser at the top of the left circle. Ian Keller was able to pounce and fire the puck the length of the ice from there. Zimmer left it to Redgate behind. Here's Gavin Hulser up the right dots. Storming back into attacking position for the Blue Hens. He was kept wide by Molfetto on his way in. He circled behind the cage. Hulser from the left dot tried to center the puck, but it was picked clean by Dustin Ronaldo, who carries it back into the Delaware zone. He's denied from 30 feet out by a Ponticello stick save. Puck rolls to the near corner after the rebound was contested at the far side. Zimmer gets taken down by Murphy as they vie for the puck. It's loose again. Devin Jenny double teamed by a pair of Stony Brook forecheckers. Gets some help now. Jenny shovels it free to Gavin Hulser. 2-on-2 rush for Delaware. Hulser, along with Ethan Docking up the near boards, re-establish position in the Stony Brook zone. Redgate works it in low to Hulser. Backdoor pass bounced off the stick of Docking. And a 4-on-2 comes back the other way for Stony Brook. Ill-timed line change for Delaware. And a shot from Joe Slevin from the near half boards was frozen by Chris Ponticello with 3 minutes and 39 seconds to go. Here in the second period, Stony Brook with a pretty comfortable 3-0 lead. Brendan Pepe on pass. Peck works the puck down low to Slevin again. High to Pepe. Shot in from the point. Tipped off its line by Murphy. And cleared out ultimately by Delaware's Harrison Good. Here's a 3-on-2 for the Hens. Cross ice feed from Guido. Sails past Greg Giandoli. And Tommy Cascone has to work overtime to reestablish attacking position for the Hens. Ultimately the puck's given away. Cleared out by DiStefano to Slevin up the near side. In comes Murphy barreling in along the near boards for Stony Brook down ice. Centering pass intended for Brendan Pepe was intercepted. Peck held the zone for the Wolves. From the far half wall, he threw the puck in down low. Good lost his glove vying for the puck. He's able to work it free under pressure from Keith O'Brien. And the Hens are back in the attacking position. However, the puck belongs to Stony Brook. Pepe clears it out. Ahead to Keith O'Brien. He angles around Cascone, walks it in. Net front shot opportunity was denied by Ponticello. Niski sweeps in, takes the puck away after O'Brien tried to manufacture a chance after fielding his own rebound. 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go. Here in the second, shot from Van de Zilver, sticked up in the air by Ponticello. Puck rolls behind the Delaware cage once again. It's on the stick of Bohm. Cross ice feed to Van de Zilver drew him into the neutral zone. Bohm making an illegal hockey play. That you could have made a case for that to be whistled offside. But the result ultimately is the same as Delaware presses from our right to our left. And a covered up puck under the glove of Sean Keating will bring the Hens an attacking zone faceoff with just under 2 minutes to go in the second period. Pierkowski plays the body in the far corner on Molfetto. Hens barely able to maintain an attacking zone presence. DeFerris works it low again to Niski. Pierkowski posts up right on the doorstep. Meanwhile, Niski tries to stick handle a few defenders out of his reach. Gives it away in the slot to Luke Damiano. Damiano turns on the Jets up the left wing boards, kept wide by Sidoriak, and ultimately Pierkowski sweeps in to take the puck away. Cross ice feed misses Niski, and with 1 minute and 2 seconds to go in the second period, this comes back and icing. Face off to Ponticello's left with 62 to go in the second frame. Again, we do encourage you to stick around following the second period for a very special center ice presentation, which we'll be bringing to you here on DHN as well. Niski was offside as Ostrander carried back into the Stony Brook zone. So with 44 seconds remaining in the second period, play is once again halted. And the ensuing face-off will occur above the Stony Brook blue line. Redgate muscles the puck in over the stripe, batted back into neutral territory. Ronaldo can't take it away. Emmerich swats at it from center red and along the near boards. To the corner, Hoon is unable to clear. DeFerris holds the point. DeFerris faces some resistance. He's tied up by Belger. The scrum for the puck turns awfully violent with 17 seconds to go in the period. A good look at it. Pitchforking away Emmerich, and Redgate can't extract the puck from the pack. It's still tied up. Now Redgate muscles it free, but DeFerris cannot protect the zone. DeFerris, pressed all the way back into the near corner, is driven into the corner boards of the Delaware zone by Dustin Ronaldo as the second period comes to its conclusion. 3-0 through 40 minutes of play. And we're going to stay on right here at Fred Rust Arena as the Stony Brook Seawolves head back to the dressing room, but the Delaware Blue Hens will remain. Shots in that second period, Stony Brook had 11 for a two-period total of 27. Delaware with 6 for a two-period total of 19. The Delaware Blue Hens have lined their blue line. The officials will duck out before Kyle Blevins unrolls the carpet. The alumni with their good-natured chirps from behind the press box. And I think we're about ready to go. Just waiting on the go-ahead. And we'll take inside the glass right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please direct your attention to center ice. Dave Lombardi from the class of 2011 is on hand for a special presentation We ask that you join Dave and me in welcoming a member of the University of Delaware class of 2014 and the newest inductee to the University of Delaware Hockey Hall of Fame, Chris Volanino. Known to teammates and friends as Vols, Chris was a gifted offensive player with great vision and a knack for scoring big goals. Vols was a key member of the Blue Hens' 2012 National Championship team, where he notched 3 goals and 2 assists on the road to lifting the Murdoch Cup. Chris's tournament performance included goals in an opening round 3-1 win over Davenport, another in a thrilling double overtime triumph over Ohio University, and the last coming in the championship sealing 5-1 victory over Oakland University. In his ACHA career, Chris produced more than a point per game, 68 goals, 74 assists, so that's a total of 142 points in 116 total games played as a Blue Hen. Blue Hen Nation, let's hear it for 2014 graduate and the newest member of the UD Hockey Hall of Fame, Chris Volanino. Applause from the alumni, applause from the current Blue Hens side. A few good-natured boos from fellow alumni. And Chris Volanino greeted by the Blue Hens on their way out to the dressing room. We celebrate Volanino's contributions to the 2012 National Championship team, but these Delaware Blue Hens right now have some regrouping to do. Through 40 minutes, they're down 3-0 to Stony Brook. We'll take a well-deserved break on Delaware Hockey Night, and it's all brought to you by the DHN Media Group.
A strong first impression is crucial in today's fast-paced world. With decades of experience in print, digital, and broadcast media, the DHN Media Group is uniquely equipped to make your brand's first impression a memorable one. To learn about writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media consultation, multimedia production, and more, visit www.dhnmediagroup.com.
Colonial Motors, a fixture in the automotive industry in Delaware for over 25 years, is here to help you find your next vehicle with solutions to fit every purpose and budget. Hassle-free financing, competitive trade-ins, and a full-service department make Colonial Motors the premier option for your next pre-owned car. Visit one of 3 convenient locations in central Delaware, Townsend, Smyrna, and Camden, or browse their vast inventory online at colonialmotorsinc.com.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back into Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. 2 periods have gone by, and the Stony Brook Seawolves have built up a 3-0 lead over the Delaware Blue Hens. James Witherite flying solo tonight from Fred Rust Arena. Second period goals for Stony Brook came from David Van de Zilver, a net front tip of a Nick Belger centering pass from the right half wall at 9:27. And then an absolute laser from defenseman Brendan Pepe to capitalize on the power play at the 11-minute mark of the second period. And that brought Stony Brook up to a 3-0 advantage over their Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League adversaries here in the first state. Just about set for period number 3. And off we go. Keller won the initial draw for Stony Brook. Puck cycled in the Seawolves zone and played out by Matthew McDermott up the far side. Recovered by DeFerris deep in Delaware territory. Hands outshot in the second period, 11-6. Outshot 27-19 on the game. And here's their first rush of the period. Crashing the net was DeFerris. Got a kind of a dodgy shot away from right on the doorstep. It was poked away by Keating. Now the loose puck is recovered by Keller. Backhanded from his own goal line up the near side. Walked in by Belger after Sidoriak. Trying to strip the puck from Ronaldo, but failed in that endeavor. Wolves will reset while Delaware changes up. Hoon floats it up the middle of the neutral zone to Ronaldo. Originating from the Stony Brook blue line. Redgate presses back the other direction, trailed by a Hulser along the near wall. Hulser bodied into the corner, leaves it to Skip Redgate far side, working the puck below the goal. While Redgate absorbs a check, Hulser brings it high along the left wing side. Fired a shot in, but it missed entirely, and Jack Zimmer was pressed all the way back into the Delaware end to get the momentum going from left to right for the Blue Hens yet again. Molfetto throws the puck off the near boards. Kevin Murphy at center red rolls it in behind the Delaware goal. Batted on by Mikey Patterson up the near side. Peck holds the left point for the Stony Brook Seawolves. We're a minute and 45 into this third period of play. Wolves up 3-0 over the Hens. Redgate can't muscle on through neutral territory. Hulser flips it in. Shot from Colin Emmerich 30 feet away, just inside the top of the right circle. Is caught and held on to by Sean Keating. His 21st save of the night. He stopped 36 of 40 yesterday, but the Delaware Blue Hens maintained the upper hand in that 4-2 win. Here come the Wolves again. Up the middle is Mike Conlon. Drop pass to Damiano, top of the left circle, was blocked away by Guido. He's driven into the boards by Damiano as he tried to penetrate the neutral zone. Ultimately couldn't. Puck remained at the Stony Brook blue line, and in come the Seawolves the other way again. Damiano pinned to the backboards by Cascone, was separated from the puck. Ethan Docking couldn't walk it free. Cascone flips it off his backhand to Good at the far side. Good nearly overskated the puck. Damiano offering forechecking pressure. Had a prime opportunity to pounce, but Good able to retrace his steps enough. Got the puck back to Cascone into center and fired back deep into the Delaware end from there. Right into the hands of Tommy Cascone. Headman to Will Zimmer up the near boards. He's pinched into the wall by De Palma. Still he's able to dump the puck in deep behind the Stony Brook goal. Cleared out. De Palma punches it back to center into the hands of Sidoriak. Flip to Ferris far side. Now advanced up the middle by Pierkowski. Fed across to his right, Sidoriak gets a late hit from De Palma after dumping the puck in deep once again. It rolls to the far corner. A 3-on-2 scrum develops around the puck at the top of the far corner boards in the Stony Brook end. It's lofted up out of harm's way by Aiden Bohm. This puck skips across neutral ice to the near half wall of the Delaware end, where Sidoriak slams it back from left to right. Here's Kevin Felice in a one-on-one. Felice, cross-ice pass. That was Cam Pierkowski, whose shot from 20 feet was too high, and Sidoriak's follow-up from the point was blocked as soon as he made the release of the puck. We're 4 minutes into the third period. Delaware down 3-0 to Stony Brook. Pierkowski extracts his puck from the reach of Kyle De Palma, gives him an extra little shove after De Palma didn't cooperate. Pierkowski's off to Ferris, stick handles below the Stony Brook goal. Cycle the puck to Niski. Sidoriak from the top of the circles. Saw his shot kicked off its line. Battle for the puck off the rebound in the near corner. DeFerris was held up by Hoon. Mazzella trying to flip it to Niski high slot, but it was tipped out of harm's way by Nick Belger for Stony Brook. DeFerris' re-entry is thwarted by Dominic Molfetto. Puck is cleared up the near side off a Delaware stick on the way through. There will be no icing. And a strong Stony Brook forecheck is foiled by Ponticello. Backdoor pass came from Molfetto to Ronaldo. He couldn't finish on the welcome mat. Niski tried to dodge a check from Belger on his way out of the Delaware zone. Lost his footing ultimately, and the puck stays in for Stony Brook. Ronaldo headmanded up the slot to Belger. He and Zimmer go careening into the far corner boards. Puck squeezes loose. Molfetto holds the left point. His shot from there sticked away by Ponticello. Race on for the puck the other way. Brian Ostrander was able to get to it before the goal line. Chris Mazzella, trailing him, offered support but couldn't keep the momentum going. And this will be an icing against Stony Brook with 14:14 to go, as Keller let it go from inside his own blue line. Blue Hens back home next weekend, February 7th and 8th. They host Lehigh. Those games will stream on DHN TV and DHN Radio. The following weekend, the Hens Flames series, when Liberty comes to town, will not be on these airwaves. Both DHN 1 and DHN 2 will be on the road in Hamilton, New Jersey, providing full coverage of the Mid-Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Conference Tournament. So ACHA Division II action, including the Delaware Blue Hens, on the docket. Valentine's Day weekend, we will not be here with the Division I Blue Hens. Centering pass from Redgate to Hulser. Sailed past into the near corner. Peck reaches for the puck at the near half wall, can't clear. Good holds the point, gets driven into the boards by the shoulder of Joe Slevin. Good recovers in neutral ice. Hacked out and shoved by Slevin back inside the Delaware zone. Hulser dumps it in. The physicality of this game has stepped up mightily in just the last 2 minutes. We're 7 in to the third period. With Redgate offside and having to tag up, Stony Brook was able to gain a free pass, fire the puck clear. It was the stick of Joe Slevin along the near side who did so. And that gave the Seawolves an opportunity to get some fresh legs on. Sidoriak lost his stick as Damiano took a shot at him at the point. Sidoriak was ultimately overpowered trying to hold the zone. Damiano battling for the puck at the far half wall. It was knocked loose, held in successfully by Conlon for Stony Brook. He couldn't get a clean shot off. It was blocked. Jandoli up the right wing boards, back in for Delaware over the Stony Brook blue line. Cross ice feed to Jenny, ricochets off the corner boards. Kyle Hoon plays the body puck loose in front. Jandoli gets sandwiched. Sidoriak tries to put one away, and play is whistled dead by Darren Musser. as Hoon tries to incite. Was that docking? Darren Musser rules the face-off outside the blue line after docking nearly took the bait. 12 minutes and change to go here in regulation. Face-off is above the Stony Brook line, with the Seawolves up 3-0 over the Blue Hens. Sidoriak steals the puck from Keith O'Brien, turns it back into the Stony Brook end. Rifled out by McDermott. Keith O'Brien again up the right wing board, stops in the corner. Stony Brook trying to be the first Delaware opponent this season to win at Fred Rust Arena. Nobody's been able to do so thus far. Just beyond the 8-minute mark of the third period. The Wolves are in a great position to break Delaware's unbeaten streak of 15 on home ice. David Van de Zilver fanned on the puck, trying to hold the right point as it was cleared out by Delaware, so there's no icing. That's rule to play on the puck. On we go. Tom O'Brien's able to punch it back into neutral ice. Patterson dumps it in again. Fresh legs on, tired legs off, and David Van de Zilver stick handles through neutral territory back into the Delaware zone. He shot from the outside edge of the right circle, stick down by Ponticello. Puck dumped in deep by Dominic Molfetto, still with men of 4. So a free pass for Delaware as Stony Brook resets. But they've got a lot of breathing room, those Seawolves do. They're up 3-0 over the Hens with just over half this period remaining. Will Zimmer shoved off the puck by DiStefano in the near corner. Zimmer got it back, shot from an awkward angle, was tipped off its line, wouldn't have made it to the cage anyway. Now thrown up into the air by Molfetto, but his intended outlet pass to Ronaldo was stick checked down. Zimmer held the zone. That was Will Zimmer who did so. Swatted back in over the line by Patterson, but Ronaldo muscles through to set up a 2-on-2 attack. Ronaldo took aim from 20 feet, but he fired the puck right up into the netting. Behind Chris Ponticello, out of play with 10 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the contest. Face-off from the near circle in the Delaware zone, won by the Hens. Redgate tries to work the puck ahead to Emmerich. Redgate's momentum carried him over the line. Puck was over the line too, but before Redgate could tag up, Emmerich couldn't do a darn thing with it. Now the Hens regroup, and Redgate storms toward the cage, but is met by a sea of Wolves. Play dead, puck out of play along the near wall. 9:36 remaining. Face off just above the Delaware blue line. Controlled by the Hens, but taken quickly by Peck. His shot from point blank range all alone. Blocked down by Ponticello. Here comes Delaware the other way. Colin Emmerich tries to run the gauntlet. He's angled to the far corner by McDermott. Puck knocked loose by McDermott. Redgate offers aid. He comes away with the puck, flips it to Hulser. Hulser left scrambling, driven into the backboards again by McDermott. Emmerich absorbs a check too. Puck rolls to the near half wall. Good. Backs up to the point to try to protect as Hoon was able to line up a breakout. Good stole it. Fired a shot in. Follow-up chance from Hulser, missed. A strong chance mid-period. 2 shots from Delaware, and there's the follow-up the other way. It was put on a tee right in front of Ponticello. Was it Molfetto or Peck? One of the two posted up right in front of the Delaware goal. It was neither. It was Joe Slevin who got the feed from Kevin Murphy at 11:18. To make it 4-0. So Murphy had the feed from the left point, and Slevin just had it put on a tee for him right at the top of the crease. And that's made it 4-0 Stony Brook. So it looks like the home unbeaten streak for these Delaware Blue Hens is soon going to be a fading memory. But a great start to the year nonetheless at Fred Rust Arena. 15 straight wins on home ice. They'll have 4 more opportunities to win at home after this. But never say never. Harrison good with a one-timer at the left point. Was gloved down impressively once again by Sean Keating. Keating's been just dynamite. He's made the textbook saves. He's made the 10-bell highlight reel-worthy glove saves like that one. And he does the dirty work too, as he just showed. Guido and Docking stormed the net, and Keating lunged out to cover up the puck to force a break in the action with 7:31 to go in regulation. Face-off will be to Keating's right. Shot from the slot, and Guido off the Docking face-off win was batted off its line. Good's feet were taken out from under him by De Palma. And Phil Apart throws the book at him. Hens are going back to the Colonial Motors power play. Waiting for the official assessment. This will be at 12:40 in the third period. We'll have to get the word from Bill Williams. Here it is. Tripping indeed, the ruling for De Palma. So the Hens back on the Colonial Motors power play. You too can be on the power play with Colonial Motors. Premier source for your next pre-owned car in the first state. Visit one of 3 Central Delaware locations: Smyrna, Townsend, or Camden. Or visit online at colonialmotorsinc.com. Mazzella counters after a failed shorthanded opportunity from Ronaldo. DeFerris works the left point. Center Sidoriak into the near corner, and Niski now working up at the top of the right circle. Sidoriak back across. Mazzella took aim from the left dot. But his shot with 6:29 to go in regulation ends up in the glove of Sean Keating. Draw again, won by Niski. Here's Jake DeFerris generating some space, tried to walk one in around DiStefano, but his shot from 12 feet was wide and high. Other side, Devin Pepe checked off the puck in the slot by Sidoriak. It's thrown net front again, this time by the other Pepe. That's Brendan. Tie up for the puck in the neutral zone just above the Stony Brook blue line. Niski's able to work free to DeFerris. Retreating inside the Delaware stripe, kept there by Conlon. Now the Hens start to move left to right. Mazzella nearly stripped of the puck by Peck. DeFerris offers aid, Peck takes it away. Here's a 2-on-2. Peck gets past two Delaware players, was able to get a shot off from just above the left dot. Ponticello with the pad save, keeps it 4-0. 13 seconds left on the De Palma trip. And a tip of the hat to the Stony Brook penalty kill tonight. They've just been relentless. Strong back check. Good clearing. Able to clog up the slot the whole time. And they've kept Delaware's chances fairly minimal and fairly low quality too. We've got 5 minutes to go. Stony Brook 4, Delaware 0. Kevin Murphy leaves it to Slevin. Top of the left circle, Rister bounces wide of the far post. Opposite point was held by Van de Zilver. Scrum net front, Joe Slevin tries to punch the puck in net front, but Ponticello covers up for the stoppage with 4 minutes and 43 seconds remaining. Draw at the far dot, won by Stony Brook. A cannon from Kyle Hoon, center point. Was wide near side. Hoon holds the point. Good gets it back. Tries to bat the puck down out of the air. Can't do so. It's walked in by Peck from the left dot. He couldn't generate a shot in a congested Delaware slot. Here come the Hens the other way, still looking for one. Will Zimmer flips the puck back to Good. Rister from the right point, way too much loft on the puck. And that goes into the netting behind the Stony Brook goal with 4:15 to go in regulation. And Stony Brook up 4-0 over Delaware. Sean Philippart and Mike Egan discussing the placement of the face-off. Off a shot on goal, it should be in, or a shot at goal rather. It should be inside, but it was ruled not a shot. So the face-off comes back into neutral territory, and Stony Brook's able to press back into attacking position. Reaching to the right point, Matthew McDermott failed to maintain the zone. It's dumped back in by McDermott, given away to DeFerris. He's hassled below his own goal. Redgate flips it off his backhand, off the far wall to Sidoriak, on up the middle to Gavin Hulser, but into a 1-on-2. He's outmanned on the Stony Brook end, and here come the Seawolves back the other way. Keller drop past Ronaldo. He and Emmerich collide at the top of the circle near side. Emmerich took the worst of it. DeFerris comes away with the puck down low for Delaware. 3.5 minutes remaining. Stony Brook 4, Delaware 0. Hulser in a 2-on-2, flips a skittering puck to Redgate. Back through the slot, Hulser missed the top corner of the cage on the one-timer at the edge of the crease. Hulser gets it back. Jack Zimmer's shot, waffle boarded down by Keating. 3-on-2 the other way. As Stony Brook lumbers on 2 shots. One came from the point and McDermott, and Ronaldo's follow-up opportunity on the doorstep off the rebound was sticked away by Chris Ponticello. Mazzella floats it back in behind the Stony Brook goal. Chased down, flipped I should say, back to Jack Zimmer. Patterson, hard shot, left dot. Covered up by Keating. And a Stony Brook player just slashed Mazzella while he was down, well after the whistle. And he'll get away with it. Face-off will come to Keating's left. Niski overpowered by Conlon. Zone cleared. Damiano pushes past, good. Carries the puck with him. Up to the middle of the Delaware zone near side. Cascone reaches in to try to disrupt his progress. DiStefano holds the zone. Works the puck down low near side to Devin Pepe. Centering pass, Conlon, no. Sprawling over the puck to cover was Ponicello after Molfetto, or rather Damiano. Could not connect on the doorstep. That was shot 36. Face off at the far dot of the Delaware zone, won by Niski, but the zone held. Conlon shot from 12 feet. He failed. Follow-up opportunity from the far half wall. Bounced off Ponicello's pads. Pepe put one on a tee for Conlon. Puck bounced off his stick right at the top of the crease. It's trapped at the far side. Play whistle dead by Darren Musser with 1 minute and 41 seconds to go in regulation. And the Hens are going on the Colonial Motors power play. Luke Damiano heads off at 18-16. We'll get the infraction momentarily. Sad as it is to say, the rest is a mere formality. Keating bobbled the puck at the top of the crease, caught it on the way down, and held on for his 31st save of the night. Keating's got to be the number one star of this game. He's just been absolutely phenomenal in net for Stony Brook. He's turned A chances into B chances for Delaware. He's made the textbook stops. He's made the 10-bell glove saves. He's committed highway robbery at Fred Rust Arena and gotten away with it. We're down to the last minute. Niski into the Ferris. That pass toward the near dot, blocked away by Molfetto to the near wall. Dominic Molfetto can't clear the zone. Niski holds. Niski across to Sidoriak center point. Mazzella left dot. He steps up, hard shot, rings off the pads of Keating. There's save number 32 to the far side. Mazzella got his own rebound. 32 seconds remaining now. Hard shot from long range. Trapped in Keating's 5-hole. And he holds on for the stoppage with 28 seconds to go. Second power play wave on for Delaware. Docking is in to take the draw. Across from DiStefano. Hulser carries the puck back in after Stony Brook was able to clear. It bounces through the slot to the far corner. Jack Zimmer in behind to Redgate. 7 seconds to go. It's covered up again. Here go Redgate and Van de Zilver. And now the bodies in front start to push and shove a little bit. Face-off comes outside the Stony Brook blue line, says Musser. Redgate and Van de Zilver continue to jaw and gesticulate and everything else. You know, it's a wonder that the tempers haven't flared any more than they already did. Jenny stick handles, dumps the puck in over the line, and that does it. The final score, Stony Brook Seawolves 4, Delaware Blue Hens 0. Stony Brook, the first team this year to defeat Delaware on home ice. Goals from Vanda Zilver, Keller, Pepe, and Slevin. And a perfect night in net for Sean Keating, the Michigander with 33 saves on 33 shots. That'll do it for Delaware Hockey Night, a copyrighted presentation of the DHN Media Group. Our thanks go out to the University of Delaware Hockey Alumni Association, on hand with us this weekend for their annual event. We thank the alumni for their support of DHN. We thank you for your company over the past couple hours. We thank Matt Schoenfeld working with us behind the scenes, and we'll do it again Friday when the Blue Hens take on Lehigh. Good night from Fred Rust Arena. This has been James Witherite. Thanks again. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you for tuning in to Delaware Hockey Night, a copyrighted production of the DHN Media Group. Visit dehockeynight.com for the complete broadcast schedule, along with news and notes on all things hockey in the First State.